So I've just woken up, just had my morning coffee, and now I'm going to be preparing breakfast. So today's breakfast is going to be oats idli and some lovely coconut chutney made with some fresh coriander and some freshly grated coconut. Also at the end of the video, I'll be showing you how I grate coconut on my veery or my coconut grater. So let's get started with the video and I'll meet you at the other end. So friends, let's start with today's two delicious recipes. So today I'm going to show you oats idli and coconut chutney, and these are the ingredients for all of them. Now for the oats idli, I've taken 1 cup of oats and ground them in my dry grinder to a fine powder. 1 cup of water. This is some salt to taste. Half a cup of very fine suji or rava. Half a cup of dahi or curd, 1 packet of eno, some cashew nuts, about 10 to 12 cashew nuts, 1 medium-sized onion chopped fine, half a teaspoon of urad dal, some lemon juice, about a tablespoon or 2. You could also use fresh lime like this. Some curry leaves, about 7 to 8, half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, half a teaspoon of asafotedia or hing. So that's for the oats idli. And for the coconut chutney, this is about 1 cup of freshly grated coconut, about 4 green chilies, about a cup of coriander, 1 lemon, 1 inch of ginger, and about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. I've just peeled the ginger and sliced it, and some garlic. And of course, we'll require some salt and sugar for the chutney as well. So let's begin with these two interesting recipes. So let's start with making this beautiful fresh coconut chutney. So I'm just going to add all the ingredients except the coriander and the lemon juice to the mixer. So the coconut goes in, the ginger, the garlic, the green chilies, and I'm going to grind this to a coarse paste. Next goes in some salt to taste and some sugar to taste. Mix all of this really well together. Now I'm going to add half of the coriander, and if you can see, I always retain the tender stalks of the coriander because that has a lot of flavor. Especially when you're making chutneys or soups, you can always add this lovely tender stems of the coriander. Now I'm going to add the lemon juice. So first I'm adding just about half a lemon juice, which works out to about half a tablespoon. Then I'm going to add some water and grind this to a nice smooth paste, and then I'm going to add the remaining coriander and again grind it to a smooth paste. Now I'm just going to mix everything well together and give it a taste test to see if any sugar, salt or lemon juice or any other ingredients need to be added. It's good. So our lovely green chutney is all ready. So after the chutney recipe, let's see how to make these delicious and healthy oats idlis. So now I'm going to dry roast the oats flour just for about 5 minutes on a very low flame. And once that is done, I'm going to transfer this to a large bowl. Now this would be a good time to keep your steamer ready. I'll leave the instructions of how to keep your steamer ready in the description box. Now in the same pan, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Next goes in the mustard seeds, that is half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let them splutter. Next goes in the urad dal along with the cashew nuts. You can put whole cashew nuts or broken cashew nuts. Just give them a nice mix. Next goes in the asafotedia or the hing, that is half a teaspoon. Mix that in well. Next goes in the fresh curry leaves. Add the onion. Let the onion fry really well. So mix all the ingredients together and let it fry really well. Let the onions become a little bit soft. Next, I'm going to add this very fine rava or suji. Now, if you don't have fine rava or suji and you have medium or thick rava, you can just grind it in your dry mixer till it comes to a fine consistency. Now, we're going to turn off the heat and we're going to transfer this to the bowl into which we added the roasted and ground oats. Now we just have a few ingredients to add to this mixture. So mix this well. Next goes in salt to taste. So I use pink Himalayan salt. You can also use regular salt. Now I'm going to add the dahi or the curd. This is again homemade dahi or curd. I'll leave a link of how I made my dahi at home in the description box. Now we're going to add water. So initially I used about 3/4 of a cup of water, and as you will see I added a little 1/4 liter. So in total I used 1 cup of water because we want to get it to a idli consistency. Now I'm just going to brush my idli mold with some ghee. The ghee elevates the flavor of this idli. Now I'm going to add the packet of Eno. And I'm going to, like you saw, I add a little water. And now I'm going to add some lemon juice, about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Mix everything really well. At this point, your steamer should be ready. That is, the water should be boiling. And you're just going to fill the molds, which you have greased it with ghee. That way the idlis come out easily and also the flavor of the ghee gets transferred. You're going to place this in your steamer. And when you place the next one on top, remember to keep the holes on top of the idli. That way the steam, gets evenly spread. So close your idli steamer and steam it for 20 minutes on a very high flame. Now after 20 minutes, let the steamer, put the gas off and let the idlis, come to room temperature. So I've taken them out and I've just laid them on my kitchen platform with the fan on full speed so that it cools down faster if you're in a hurry to demold it. But don't demold it when it is hot because then they tend to break. And then just demold them easily with a spoon, and you can see how nice these idlis have formed. So, and they're really, really delicious. You have to make them to, to believe it. It's really, really tasty. And serve it with this lovely green fresh coconut chutney. And now friends, I'll just show you how to grate coconut. So here I have 2 pieces of coconut which I have broken up into 2. And now you're going to take that and you're going to scrape it against the serrated part of the coconut grater, which is also called vidi. Let me know in your, language, regional language, what you all call it. So now you're just going to scrape it with both hands. Be extremely careful. Just grip the shell and, put the flesh of the coconut onto the serrated part of the coconut scraper, and in one particular motion just keep rolling the vati or the coconut shell in this way and grate it. So if you're a beginner, just be extremely slow, do it very carefully. And like you can see, I've almost grated up all of it. You can scrape the remaining of part of it with a spoon. So once you get the hang of it, it becomes very easy. And in this way, I'm going to grate both of the parts of the coconut. And I like to store it, in a steel container or a glass container in my refrigerator. And that way it remains fresh for a long time. So I hope this was helpful. Today's video and the recipe, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also click the notification bell. That way whenever I put up a new video, you'll be the first one to know. Also guys, if you really like my videos, then press the super thanks button. That really supports my channel. Also go and check out all the shop section in my channel, which is below the video, to see different products. And also if you want to become a member where you get special perks like special pics, personal stories, one-to-one chats, then you can also join my channel and at a very small membership fee. So all this is optional, nothing is compulsory. My channel will go on, my recipes, I will keep on sharing them with you. So on that note, I'll say goodbye. Take care of yourselves, be kind and loving to one another, and I'll catch you soon, sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Bye.